My name's Eileen Bamford, and I have ME, and I wanted to chat to you about that because it has become apparent to me that lots of people don't know about ME, for a start off, and lots of people that I know don't know that I have ME because I hide it well, and that there is a lack of awareness about ME, and that other people who have ME struggle to connect. So, here goes. I had glandular fever when I was about 20. After which I got a delightful subsequent illness called a Stevens-Johnson syndrome, which can be fatal, but in my case wasn't, because I'm still here. And I suffered then what they called, or what they classified as post-viral fatigue. And I was out of action essentially for a good 18 months, 2 years, something like that. Gradually got back into circulation and managed to get a job, managed to hold a job down, managed to have a part-time job on the side of it, so, back up to not bad strength. Got a further job, not in the same town that I lived in. I don't drive, so I was on public transport. Too much. Got a cold, didn't recover. Again, they put it down to post-viral fatigue, and I was out of it for a good 3 or 4 years easily. And then I got a different doctor who said, this post-viral fatigue's been hanging around a long time, hasn't it? And I thought, yeah, that's actually this time, yeah. That has been hanging around a while. So she referred me to a CFS clinic, relatively close to where I live, in Leeds. And I went over there and I actually got a diagnosis of ME/CFS. And that was in 2008, I guess. Something like that. That I was actually properly diagnosed with chronic fatigue rather than post-viral fatigue. And then I built up gradually from there. Got back into the working place again and built up and up and up. And in the meantime, I'd had 2 children, which didn't cause any problems with the ME. Got back into the workplace when they were older enough to cope with me not being here. And again, progressed up the career ladder like you do. Ended up in a managerial role in a place that wasn't in the same town where I lived. Back on public transport, working stupidly long days, and ignored a load of warning signs. Just kept putting them down to other things, like you do. So I would wake up with cramp in my feet and think, oh, I slept awkwardly. I started getting bloated and put it down to developing IBS. I got pains in my elbows and went and had it diagnosed as tennis elbow. I got pains in my wrists and put it down to repetitive strain injury and decided I needed to take breaks from the keyboard. All those kind of things. All of which were not those things at all. They were all symptomatic of the ME. But I ignored them. Completely. To the point where my body just went, do you know what? No more. We have warned you, and we have warned you, and you have ignored us. So now, you're going to bed for 3 months, and that's essentially what happened. So at the end of January 2017, I went to bed on the Thursday night, and on the Friday morning I couldn't get up, and for the next 3 months I struggled to get out of bed. And I am now 3 years down the line. I am still in recovery. I am not well enough to hold down a job. I'm not well enough to hold down a part-time job. I'm not well enough to actually be available at specific times every week. The only thing I manage to do every week without fail is attend my Slimming World Club. And that's on a Thursday morning at a reasonable hour for me, which is 11:30. So I've got time to get up and get organised and be ready to face the day. I go there, we sit down, we sit and we chat for an hour and a half, something like that, and then I come home again. But that's the only thing that I have been able to maintain for any length of time on an absolutely regular basis. I think I've only missed 3 or 4 groups in 16 months. But that's one thing a week. I have tried to do another thing a week, which is go and meet my friend every Tuesday, and I haven't managed that every week, and I haven't actually managed it since Christmas, and it's February, middle of February at that. So there are things that I can do and things that I can't do, and learning to tell the difference between the two is a big learning curve. Even for somebody who's very nearly 51 and had this illness for 30 years. So I just wanted to share. And I'm going to start sharing more of these videos and explaining a bit more about ME, a bit more about how it affects me personally, how it affects friends of mine, because I have lots of friends who I've connected with via Facebook who have ME. And I just want to have a chat around the whole subject, really. There are going to be other things cropping up as well. And we'll just see where it all takes us and whether anyone's interested in it, really. So, for now, my name's Eileen Bamford. I'm down as Housewife 48, even though I'm very soon to be 51. I will explain all that in another video. Please feel free to follow me. It would be lovely to know that people are listening, and if there's anything that you want to know, feel free to ask. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Mwah.